Hey everyone, we're here at the CMA Songwriters Series at the Indigo, and I'm joined by the lovely Cam. How you doing, Cam?
I'm doing well.
It's good to see you. Welcome back.
It's good to see you.
You're making this kind of your second home, aren't you?
Yeah, that's my aim. Lovely. Yeah, just force my husband, 3 dogs, and 3 chickens to just set up shop here instead. Yeah.
Let's get down to the important stuff. How was Harry Potter World?
We didn't go to Harry Potter World. We went to a bar that is like a potions creating.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably some copyright issues that I can't say Harry Potter, but it was so cool. It was like we went and sat, and you got to make your own drinks that are like potions with with wands and capes and everything.
Awesome. I need to check that out.
Yeah, you definitely should. The cauldron is good.
Right, talking music now. You did the Spotlight stage last time you were at C2C, and now they've given you an opportunity on the main stage, which is going to be absolutely mental.
I know.
I'm looking forward to that. So you must be so excited to
Yes.
bring the band out and do the big show.
Yes, the full band. It feels like it's gonna. We've been practicing. We have a whole setup for how it's gonna go, and it feels like it's gonna be a really good show for everybody. And I feel like I earned my way up the ladder, so now I'm really excited to be able to play a full set for everybody. It's gonna be. The crowds here are, and I know everyone says this to you, but it's phenomenal. So it's a really enjoyable thing for us artists to be able to come over here and do this. So I'm excited.
I remember seeing you at the Islington Assembly Hall, I think it was last year, and you ended up doing Diane twice because they just love it so much. Yeah. And that must be so refreshing for you, because when it didn't do quite so well at home, to see how the reaction it's got over here and it just exploded, that must be amazing.
So nice. I mean, it got good critical reaction at home, but it wasn't fully there's a lot of stuff going on with the label and things that happened. So there's a lot of reasons that it couldn't quite have the moment that it deserved.
It should have been an absolute smash hit. Seriously.
Yeah, I know, but it was here, so now it's I get to live out my dreams here.
You just mentioned the label change, going to RCA New York.
Yes.
So tell us about that transition, because I kind of got the impression that was a slightly difficult period for you towards the end of last year.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's fun to have to shift ever. It's a lot of headache to figure it out. But I'd always been signed with RCA New York and Sony Nashville, so they were kind of like, two parents. And it wasn't the correct environment that I wanted to be a part of at Sony Nashville. So I just ended up, I still have a good relationship with Sony New York, and they're like, we want to make this happen. So we're still going to work with them and put out the new albums done. So I'm so excited to share it with you guys. But yeah, sometimes that happens in life, there's you got to trust who you are and trust where you know where you belong, and it's not fun, but it's part of doing it. Yeah.
Well, I came to your little album launch thing last year, and I was absolutely blown away by that material. So has that material remained, or has it changed?
Yes, I got to keep all of it, and then I actually spent a little time, because I had a little time, writing some more. And not to toot my own horn, but I went into this songwriting fire period of just a couple songs that I wrote in a row are just, I'm so in love with them, and they are on the album. So there's a couple things that got bumped out, but most of it's the same. And there's a couple new songs on there that are just really, really good. I'm so proud. See, at first when you have to now I have to go back and write more because of this whole shift, and I was, kind of annoyed, I don't want to do this. I already made an album. And then I went into the studio with some really amazing people and started to feel like, holy crap, of course this was meant to happen. This sounds amazing. So yeah, it all works out in the end, I guess.
I'm so glad that most of that stuff remained, because I was just blown away. I think everybody else was that day as well. Yeah. But speaking of the label change again, people might be looking at that and you supporting Sam Smith and doing the Train duet. They might be thinking, is she going in a slightly different direction? But I'm guessing you're probably not.
No,
with an album.
I think my music always is a little bit of a mix anyways. So it's just the same of me. So if you thought Burning House was country, then this is country too. So but no, there's kind of a tricky line that women have to walk right now, and it's really fortunate that some people outside of the format want to support us in ways that are really helpful for our careers. And I think that those alliances, while they're amazing for lots of reasons, also it's important to remember that we're, you get to have that support from people.
We're gonna get wrapped up. But yeah, just finally, Road's Happiness came out last year, which was such a special song. I absolutely love that song. So tell us about how that one came together and why that one kind of got an advance listen.
Yeah, that song was basically me being an artist and saying, this is my explanation of what's going on for me right now. I felt like I could release this while I was going through the label change and while I was shifting away from like Diane being such a big moment and into this. It was kind of like my own artistic control over what I could do, and I wanted to say something about I was doing this for the reasons of, like, it literally says I'm taking time to ask myself where I want to be. Like, this is me talking to you guys saying this is what I'm doing right now, and it's it's kind of like a more poetic way, I guess, to say it, but that song's really important. It's kind of what I've been figuring out in my life recently, so it helps to sort of say it out loud to everybody.
I love that song so much.
Oh,
I think we're going to get wrapped up, so
yeah.
better leave it there. But thank you for doing this, Cam. Appreciate your time, and enjoy C2C, as I'm sure you will.
So good to see you.
Good to see you as well.